Hi, good evening everyone. Welcome to Coding Hives. This is Rasina with you. Hope you all are doing great. So in today's video, we are going to talk about an amazing function in Python, that is filter. So filter helps us to filter out elements from a list, from any iterables based on some specific conditions. Okay, so the filter function is used to filter out elements that don't meet a specific condition. It applies a function to each element in a list, and if the function returns true, the element is kept, otherwise it is removed. So the filter returns an iterator, and we can convert it into a list if we want to see all the elements. Okay, so I will explain the concept with some examples. So first we are going to do a program like to filter even numbers in a list. Clear? So for that I am going to write a function to check a number is even or odd first. Okay. So this is the function e7, and I am passing argument as the number. Okay. As you know, how to check a number is even or odd, like we need to divide the number with 2, and if the remainder is 0, that means it is even, otherwise odd, right? So for getting remainder, we have an operator named modulus, right? So I just simply I can do something like that: return num mod 2 equal to 0. That means it will return true if num mod 2 equal to 0, otherwise it will return false. Clear? This is a shortcut to write. For example, I can do something like this: if num mod 2 equal to 0, then return true, else return false. So that is the thing. So it will return true or false. Clear? Now I will explain how we can do this filter thing. So for that, I have a list numbers, and in that list I will write some numbers till 6. Okay. Now I am going to filter that thing. Filter that filtered. I will give something like filtered. Okay, what I will filtered now equal to, here I need to do something like that, filter, then I can pass as is even. The function we need to pass. Okay, to function we need to pass, like we already wrote a function here, we need to pass the function name, then the iterable. Here the iterable we are using is numbers, right? So that one. Okay, now if I am going to print this thing, it will show the output something like that, filtered, right? Filtered. Real is not there here. Like that. Yeah, filtered now. So if I'm going to print simply like this, it will show just to show an iterable object only. I will show that here. You can see this is an iterable object. The filter function just returns an iterable object. So we need to access the element, right? So that we can convert that into list. Okay. So that we will get all the elements like that. If you are not familiar with iterator, you can watch my iterator video. I explained in detail with some examples, so you will get better understanding. Okay, so that is the thing. So in this case, I will explain the code again. Here the even function checks if a number is divisible by 2 or not. Okay, if the number is even, the function returns a true. Okay, and filter keeps that number. That will be stored in the filtered number list. Okay, when we print is list filtered, it shows like the answer will be 2, 4, 6, right? Because these are the even numbers in the list. Okay, also we used a list to convert the result into a list so that we can see the output directly. Clear? Now you may have doubt like why we use this list thing, right? When I was studying this filter, I also have this doubt why we need to use this thing like that. Like in Python, filter does not return a list. That is the thing. Okay, in Python, filter does not return a list. It returns an iterator. Okay, so an iterator does not store all the elements, or all the elements in memory, but generates them one by one when needed, right? So this is good for memory efficiency, especially when we are dealing with a large data set. So, but if you want to see all the filtered values at once, you need to convert the iterator to a list using this listing. That is why I added here list. Clear? Okay. So that was one example. Now I will show you another example. Like we will go for another example to filter filter strings uh, based on length. Like I want to get some, I want to retrieve or filter some strings which have some specific, for example, length of 3 or something like that. Okay, so based on some length. So here also I'm declaring a function. Def I will declare the function name. For example, we are going for the length like 3, okay, longer than 3. I only want to filter the strings which have length longer than 3. Okay, so here I need to check a return. I want to check a length is greater than 2. Okay, 3. I mean, whenever the length of the string is s is greater than 3, then that only will be true. Okay, so that is the condition here. Now I will declare some words like cat, then elephant, then dog, then lion. Okay, we have 4 animals list. Clear? Now I am going to filter this. Okay, filtered, spelling is correct, filtered, yeah, it's filtered. Then I will write filtered animals or words. We are using words, right? So filtered words equals, here we need to do that filter. Then we can do what? We can give argument as the function, right? So our function is longer than 3. Then the iterable, here the iterable words. Clear? So this is the thing. But I told this one will only return the iterator, right? We want a list with the filter, right? So I am converting this into list. Okay. So here we will get those elements, those animals which length is greater than 3. Okay, so when I'm going to print filtered words, it will show like, can you guess the output? It will show elephant and lion, right? Like these two are 3 only, greater than 3, these two elements only, elephant and lion. So we got the output as this. Clear? Filter negative numbers. Okay, so how can I get this thing? For that also I will check a number. If def, like I want only positive numbers. Okay, is positive. How can I check a number is positive or not? Yeah, how it is easy, right? How can we check? Like if the number is greater than 0, then it will be definitely positive, right? That is the condition. For return r is missing, return num greater than 0. That means if the number is greater than 0, it will return true, otherwise it will return false. Clear? So now we will declare a numbers list. Then we will have sorry, now we will be having like a number -3, 7, -1, 0, 4. Okay, so I included a positive, negative and everything. Okay, now we are going for our filtered. We will use some other nums. Okay, I gave something like this. So here we need to give this filter thing, not filter, right? Filter thing. Then the function name. What is the function name? Is positive. Clear? Is positive. Then what is the iterable name? Numbers. Clear? So now we will get only this iterator, right? We need to convert that into list. So I am doing something like this. Now if I am going to print this thing, filtered nums, right? This is our positive numbers. Clear? So I am going to run this code. We will get the positive numbers only, right? So this positive function checks if each number is greater than 0. So filter keeps only the positive numbers 5, 7 and 4 and removes all the negative numbers and 0. Okay. So after converting the result to list, we get 5, 7, 4 as output. So this shows how easy it is to filter specific elements based on a condition. Clear? So I think you got a better understanding about what is meant by this filter function. Okay. So you can use filter function anytime you want to extract specific element from a list or any other iterable based on a specific condition. Okay. whether it may be filtering numbers, strings, or some complex object. Filter help you to select only what you need and makes your code more efficient. Okay, so that's it for today's video. Thank you. Have a nice day. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment. Bye.